Beauties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shweta Vijay and today we have June favorites. How fast is this year going by, okay? Can we also dismiss 2021 like we dismissed 2020? I think we can. But if it's a dearly stressful day, I just hope that this video will give you a little bit of joy and that slight ray of sunshine and will help you choose the right products in case you have a budget for shopping. Monthly favorites, I know a lot of you like it. There is no food item out here. This month I had to control my eating habits because clearly, I'm extremely happy to be home and you can see my cheeks are really nice and full. Alright, so let's start. The first one is the Tribe Concept Ublan. Now, Tribe Concept, I have already done a whole separate video on the best of Tribe Concept, some of my top picks from this brand. We are already in a situation where a lot of physical exfoliators are being forgotten, okay? And I can understand why, because a lot of people still would go for a chemical exfoliator for their skin than a physical exfoliator because a lot of people's skin are sensitive. So I understand completely why a lot of people still prefer chemical exfoliator. In fact, to be honest, they are pretty good, especially if you have sensitive skin. I would say it's better than a physical one. But for the body, I love a good physical exfoliator. I love my scrubs. I love my DIY coffee scrubs. And I love something that has got a little bit of grit, especially when I have those little tiny bumps on the back of my leg, and you know, if I feel that I've got dry skin and I want my skin to feel a little smoother, I do rely still on Ublans, like, you know, your gram flower one. But this one, the Ublan body cleanser, this has got rose petal, kasturi turmeric, vetiver and green gram. You can go for the small pack, which I just love the whole new packaging of the Tribe Concept. It just helps my knees, my elbows, my feet, my ankles, wherever I have dry flaky skin. And if I just mix this up with water and nicely scrub my body with it, you can also put 2 or 3 drops of coconut oil into that just to give it a little more hydration for your body, and then just wash it off and, you know, just use your normal gentle cleanser on your body, and the body feels so good. I forgot about the Tribe Concept body Ublan and I found it and I started using it, and you know what, I love it. Alright, so let's move on to the second one, and this is the BELORA Paris. This is Prime Natural Hydrating Primer. Okay, so outer packaging, inner packaging, and my god, what a beautiful primer this one is. For somebody who's got textured acne prone skin, for some strange reason my makeup sits so beautifully, and it is unlike any other primer that I have tried. Now, I do like the one from Colorbar as well, and I think I mentioned this in my Jan favorites or Feb favorites, I'm not sure. The Colorbar, it's like a very hydrating primer. This is a great dupe of that. Now, BELORA is also a woman-owned brand basically. I think it's a part woman-owned brand. I'm not too sure, but definitely we'll find out. And, you know, they go according to EU standards. So basically, it's safely made products. And by EU standards, you know, you got to really pay attention where ingredients are concerned. Okay? It's a vegan, cruelty-free brand. I have been loving BELORA Paris. I've got few of their makeup. Their kajals are top-notch. That's what I've applied even on my waterline. But this primer, it's got this nice watery texture. It feels as if you have taken this water gel and you just apply that on your face, and first of all, by touch itself, it's super cooling and soothing, and the skin absorbs it so beautifully. So whatever your skin type is, you will definitely enjoy this, especially oily skin. Oh my god, you will enjoy this so much. And for the hot humid summer month that India faces, you have a wonderful primer. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Born to Glow Radiant Concealer. Now, Born to Glow foundation, I heard so much of it when I was in India because all of my blogger friends in the UK used to rave about the Born to Glow foundation, okay, of how beautifully it sits on the skin. It's not too glowy, it's not too matte, it gives the right amount of coverage. Then they, you know, released the concealer, and this was like trending all over the UK because this was sold out in many of the NYX stores. NYX Cosmetics, when it comes to their concealers, they are top notch, you guys. Very underrated. Many people should start using a lot more NYX. Like their Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer is one of my favorite. But this one is like a lighter coverage than that, but at the same time it's buildable. Now, I'm in the shade beige. It's like my correct shade. It's got that right amount of warm yellow undertone. It works really well on my skin. I just need a little bit and it conceals what needs to be concealed. And I love the fact that, you know, it's so easy to apply. It reminds me so much of the Maybelline Erase and Rewind concealer. I forgot because back in the day that used to be my go-to concealer. This reminds me so much of that. I'm talking about the tool applicator. It's got that sponge thing. Not very hygienic, but you know, it's very, very easy for you to get onto the nooks and corners or, you know, around your eye. You need just a tad bit of it, pat it, and it just does the trick. And ever since I've had this, I've not been wearing any foundation because it's a little more of a hydrating concealer. So top notch. Now speaking of foundation, let's talk about K Beauty foundation. I'm in the shade 145N medium. It's a neutral shade. Now I remember Jovita talking about this and she was kind enough to gift this to me and I could choose my shade, and I think I could have gone for slightly warmer shade, but whenever you are confused, if at all you are warm toned or cool toned and you're a little bit confused, go for a shade that is slightly darker, and maybe you can go for a neutral shade because somehow you can adjust it with your compact powder, bronzer, and your blush. Okay, so that's what I did. The lighting was not all that great that day for me to choose, and I felt this was closer to my skin tone. Now there is a jump in various shade range. I feel the darker shade range, they can definitely improvise and add a lot more. Okay, it's still not enough. And you know what, it's a beautiful foundation. It's extremely hydrating, very lightweight. It kind of like reminds me of a CC cream, okay, of a CC tint. That's how lightweight it is, but you can definitely build it up. And if you get the undertone right with this foundation, I feel you will enjoy this product thoroughly. Okay, it just sits so well on the skin without looking it too cakey, without it being too glowy, too matte. It's just that right hydration when it comes to a foundation, the right coverage, and your skin looks like skin, which is very important. But you have to get your undertone right. If you don't do that, then it will be slightly ashy for you, but it doesn't oxidize. Okay? I know I've never spoken about Klairs vitamin C, but early this Jan I started using it, and because I wanted to do a dedicated vitamin C video. So I started testing out a lot of Klairs product, and this is my second bottle. This is such a beautiful vitamin C oil. It's a very lightweight facial oil hybrid. It's basically, it feels like an oil, but it sits like a serum. Okay, it's beautifully made. It's got centella, a fantastic ingredient that does wonders for your skin, and it's also got 5% vitamin C. Now what I love about this is that my skin is usually very resilient when it comes to high percentage actives, and I never expected to see the difference, you know, when I started using 5% vitamin C. It sits so beautifully on the skin easily absorbs it, and it's a perfect vitamin C to apply twice a day. I know that this is the most hyped about product when it comes to Klairs, and rightfully so, because the hype is real about it. I felt that it was doing something for my skin after 2 months or so, okay, and I was regular with this. It was just making my skin feel so nice. Not that I saw such a huge difference where hyperpigmentation was concerned. It did not take my acne scars away altogether like the way Dr. Shet one did, but this just made my skin so soft and youthful, and that's what I liked about this product. Okay, it's such a gentle, calming vitamin C. Especially dry skin, you will enjoy this vitamin C, and even if you have oily skin and you don't like something that is tacky, what a usual vitamin C serum does, this just sits very well. The skin absorbs it really well. Let me know if you want to see my top Korean skincare picks. I could do part 1 and part 2 of that because I've got a lot of favorites, alright? So I can do that video for you. Now let's move on to another makeup item, and this is Disguise Cosmetics All Day Gel Kajal Black Onyx. I don't know why I have been sleeping on this, you guys, but this is such a beautiful retractable eye pencil, okay? It's a partial woman-owned brand. I just love Disguise Cosmetics so much. Their lipsticks are to die for. But I've heard so much about this Kajal pencil, of how black it is and how creamy it is, okay? Just let me swatch this one for you. Okay. The intensity of this, and the thing is, it stays on your waterline for a long time. It just sits there without burning your eye, because there's so many kajal pencils that have got that intensity, that has got that pitch darkness, but it kind of like makes your eye water. I know Miss and Mrs. Kajal does that, and you guys know it's my absolute favorite. I think as I'm growing older, my eyes are getting a lot more sensitive. I just love this. It doesn't make my eye water. It's really nice pitch black, sits very well on the waterline without spreading. I've got the brown and black, but my favorite is the black one. Alrighty, so now you guys know that about 65 to 70% of my hair is white. It is hereditary. I can't do anything about it. This is something that my dad passed on to me as well as my brother. I have to live with it basically, and I've lived with it since I was 16 years of age. When I do my videos, not to offend people, because there's a lot of people who get offended when they see my white hair, I have been using the Color Fix Instant Root Cover. Now you guys must have seen me use this even when I was pregnant. This thing I relied on so much while I was carrying Nirvana, because you know, I could not go to the parlors properly and I was not sure. I did color my hair with the Be Blunt color, okay, by the way, after my first trimester. But please seek professional guidance. Don't go by what I'm telling you. But I did so. And there are times when I didn't feel like coloring my hair and I didn't want to be too frequent with it. This came to the rescue. This is from Superdrugs. Now, I know that this is not available in India. They do have an option. L'Oreal does the same thing and it's pretty good. I've tried the L'Oreal one as well. But this is the cruelty-free version because Superdrug is cruelty-free. I like, this is in the shade dark brown. It is just perfect and it just covers the gray. That's what I have used all over. This entire area is white and this just covers it. The only problem with this is that it stays till you wash your hair, but you do feel that stickiness and that tackiness, okay? That's what I find is the only problem. But it's so convenient. It's so travel friendly. It's like an aerosol thing. You know, every time you want to face the camera and you're too tired to color your hair, or you're going out and you want to do this touch up, you should just check this one out. If you have anybody that is visiting Superdrug or anyone that's visiting the UK, and you know, or find an Instagram page that can get this one for you, because this is really, really good. All right, so let's move on to the next one, and that is the Cosmix. This is the Feel Good Skin Powder, okay? Now, this one has got strawberry, maca root extract, budrock root, brahmi, goji berry, and berry extract. Now, I have spoken about Cosmix in my January favorite, and the one that I had was for good gut, because everything stems down to your gut. If your gut is healthy, then everything else is healthy. So the powder is very simple. You just mix it up, however, like in a smoothie, or you can just mix it up with warm water. You can just drink it up. You can sprinkle it when you're having your breakfast. However you want to have, you can have this powder, okay? I just like to mix it up with warm water and just drink it. It's not the best tasting stuff. You know, I'm not a huge fan of those gummy bears and those supplements, you know, that will do wonders for your hair, wonders for your skin. I like to rely on, you know, like Tripla. I used to see my grandmom eat that black gunge. What was that called? Chavnaprasham, okay? And I've seen my family eat all of that. Cosmix, the good skin one, reminds me of that, as well as the good gut one. And in my Jan favorites, when I finished off the gut health one and I said I'm going to start the good skin, guys, what it really does is, it's not like it's going to give you a significant difference to your skin, okay? It didn't do any of that, but I felt like, I don't know, I felt so energized. For some strange reason, there was this spike of energy because the ingredients are very, very natural and it's filled with antioxidants, okay? But it's very funny that this has done something for my skin and for my hair unknowingly. And I only noticed that, I think, when I started in Jan. I think around March, April is when I started noticing that it's doing something. Something is going right with my skin. I think this is a woman-owned brand also. And if it is, I have to double check on that. But how brilliant is, there's so many women coming into the business front. All right, so now let's move on to another woman-owned brand that I absolutely love and adore. And this is not a skincare product, not a makeup product. This comes from Shesha Ayurveda. This is the aaranmula Kannadi. This is very, very auspicious. First of all, it is damn heavy. beautiful looking stuff. You know, just I've not seen an aaranmula kannadi like this. Okay, I know that in my Tarwada house, I'm talking about my grandmom's place, back in the day, she did have this. She also had a wall kannadi. Now all this mirror, basically, it's crafted. It's like an ancient tradition that is passed on from generation to generation, and you put this in your temple area. I just felt like including this because if you're thinking of gifting someone something auspicious, because this brings a lot of luck to the house, I feel it's a great gift. You know, you get it in such a beautiful box, and you get this little you know, soft malmal cloth basically that you can just wipe the kannadi with, and it's also got this small little thing that you can hang the kannadi on the wall. Okay, so it's such a beautifully made heavy duty one that is the perfect gift for yourself or for someone you love. Now let's move on to things that you can watch online, okay? And the first one is this movie called Sherni. This is Vidya Balan's movie on Amazon, and I was blown away by her performance. Now, if you're about, you know, saving wildlife and you're an animal lover in general, then this is the movie for you. But I just felt that she was so endearing in this movie. It brought me to tears, okay? So I'm not going to do any spoiler alert. Just watch this movie. Like I said, if you're a cat person, then this is definitely the movie for you. The second one is K-drama, a Korean drama. I don't think I have mentioned about this before. If I have, I'm really sorry, but I started watching it again. But She Was Pretty, this is the series that is on Netflix that was recommended by my friend Chandni. It's such a feel-good, beautiful, emotional K-drama. I just like the performance. I like the storytelling. Please check out She Was Pretty on Netflix. I think you will enjoy this. So guys, that ends this video. If you want to know about this makeup look, there's a video on it. Let me know what was your monthly favorite food, skincare, makeup, movies to watch, and you know, so that I can also watch it, try it, and recommend it if I like it, okay? And I shall see you very soon in my next, and until later, bye for now.